What's going on, guys? Welcome back to 5 Takeaways, and it is National Cinema Day, and I am celebrating by sharing my top 5 experiences in movie theaters. I absolutely loved going to the movies growing up, and it was an escape for me in a lot of ways. So these 5 movies really stuck out as big moments in my life that had to do with the movie theater and what connected it to. Now, I've had countless, many. I've been a part of film premieres for movies I've worked on, friends have worked on, things like that. But these are the intimate ones. These are the ones that really stick out and stand with me for many reasons, most of them personal. So I'm going to share them with you, and I'd love to hear yours. So make sure you're sounding off in the comments. Head over to our Discord or head over to our Facebook group. Join up there in the Snobnation groups and tell us what you're doing. Or join us on social media. We'd love to see you there and see what you have to say. So let's get into it. Number 5 on my list is Godzilla from 1998. I don't love this movie. It's not a great movie, but it has fond memories for me. I didn't have a great childhood growing up, and sometimes getting out of the house was a big deal, even as a teenager. And my mother made sure to bring me to see movies quite often. She worked in a mall at a bank, and it was nice and easy. She was friends with the manager at the movie theater. She could send me up there. I'd go up there and watch movies. And when I got to be a teenager, it became more and more involved and seeing things that I hadn't really seen before. And I was friends with the manager as well, Frank, who I went to work for later in life. So when I went to go see Godzilla, it was a particularly crazy time. But that movie was a good escape for me, and I got to hang out, and it was a great introduction to what Godzilla was and really stuck me into wanting to learn more about him. Next up on my list is Scream 2. Now, it's not really because of the movie. I did like the movie, and it's a lot of fun, but it isn't the first one. But it's the experience of going. I went with my buddies Anthony and my buddy Lenny, and we got stuck having to sit all the way in the front off to the side in the movie theater. Now, these were the old movie theaters. There wasn't stadium seating. So we were stuck all the way up there. And when we were up there, we saw some movement behind a light, in the background in one of those exit doors. And we knew something sly was going to come up. And I remember my friend Anthony stuck out his foot anticipating. And when they had an usher being chased by Ghostface and the Ghostface tripped over his foot, for a couple of teenagers, it was a really fun time. So it's an experience I remember and I appreciate. Number 3 on my list, The Perfect Storm. And many for the same reasons that Scream 2 I was so fond of. I got to see it with friends. We were so excited. George Clooney was a big actor at the time. Mark Wahlberg, action stars, things like that. So going to check out this movie meant a lot. And the big wave and the trailer and everything else, it just seemed really epic. We went in there. We loved it. We still don't know why. We still will talk about that and quote that movie for some reason. It just always resonated with us, and it was a great experience to go into the movie theater to see it with friends. And we had that great lobby experience of talking about it afterwards. So you can't beat that. Number 2 on my list. So I was working at the Florida Film Festival years ago. This is like 15 or so years ago. And one of the special guests was Jennifer Tilly. Wonderful woman. I'm so glad I got to meet her. But when we went to go see Straight Jacket, and I didn't go with her, but we were in a movie theater that was like seating for restaurants and such. And my chair was right next to hers. And I was very fortunate to be able to have a great conversation about this movie I had never seen before, and she had never seen before, that was in the realm of horror. I absolutely enjoyed this movie, and I enjoyed this experience, and being able to talk about it with a big movie star who I have a fondness with, especially in the horror genre. It was just so much fun. She was a wonderful human being and fantastic to talk to, and just a really great conversation that we had. Now, number 1 on my list. This one has a lot of personal feeling to me. I actually worked on this movie as an extra. Before getting into filmmaking, going to film school and the whole nine, I tried to get my way in there by acting. So I went on a lot of auditions. I did a lot of extra work and things like that. And this is one of the first movies, like big budget, that I was picked up on. And it just meant a lot to me. And I could bring friends to come in and be extras as well. My best friend Lenny and I, we had great adventures for like 4 or 5 nights, just hanging out at Yankee Stadium, being extras in this huge movie, meeting big stars. It was a great time. So when we finally got to go see it on the big screen, we didn't get invited to the premiere, but we went and we saw it in our local theater, and we wore t-shirts for saying we were in anger management, and we were so excited we treated it like a premiere. We had some friends come, and it was just an amazing time. So thank you guys for joining in. I'd love to hear your experiences. Remember to sound off. Remember to hit like, remember to hit subscribe, and hit that little bell so you know when more episodes like this and other great shows come out as well. But thank you guys for checking out The Scene Snobs. Thank you for checking out my top 5, and I really appreciate you listening to my stories. I'm Mick Manhattan from The Scene Snobs. Make sure to be kind, stay classy, and I'll talk to you guys very soon. Take care.